Hello everyone. In this presentation, I'll be discussing information on graduate school and careers in clinical and counseling psychology. So many students who choose to major in psychology are wondering about how to pursue a career in clinical or counseling psychology, or what it takes to be able to apply to graduate programs in this area. So to help you learn about those processes, I'd like to provide you with some resources for doing so. So the first thing that I suggest would be for you to visit our MS in Clinical and Mental Health Counseling website. Okay, so this is our own graduate program in Clinical and Mental Health Counseling. It's a master's program. If you visit our website, you'll see a lot of important information about licensure requirements for both marriage family therapists and for licensed professional counselors. There's a section on frequently asked questions that students typically have about this process. They'll discuss the kinds of volunteer experiences and how many volunteer hours are required to apply for graduate programs in clinical and mental health counseling. You'll also see some sections talking about required and/or recommended classes that you should take as an undergraduate to prepare yourself to apply to graduate programs. So our website is very informative. It provides you a lot of information about both graduate school and careers in this area. So that should be your first stop to learn about this information. So again, I've provided the website link here. You can also access the website by going to our San Jose State Psychology Department website, click on graduate programs, and then once you click on the graduate programs, there should be a link there to take you to the clinical and mental health counseling program. Okay, so this is a really informative website. Please take your time and explore all of the resources they have available on that website. Okay. Included on the website are 2 videos that the program has put together to help students learn more about graduate school and careers in clinical and mental health. So these are the 2 most recent ones. Again, the links are also on the clinical and mental health counseling website, but I've also put them here for your convenience. So one of the videos will discuss our specific master's program in clinical and mental health counseling. Dr. Capriati, who's one of the co-coordinators of our graduate program, he leads this discussion and will tell you all about, applying to the program, what are the requirements for being eligible to apply for the program, what the program is designed to train you in, and also, what are the outcomes once you've graduated from the program. So there's a lot of different information in this video that should also answer many questions that you have. Okay? The other video that I think is relevant is this webinar on careers and graduate school in clinical and mental health. Again, the webinar will be a general discussion about careers and graduate school in this area. Dr. Capriati leads the webinar. He'll talk about, what the differences are between becoming a psychotherapist or a marriage and family therapist, and even a social work. So there are a lot of different things that he discusses, and students within the discussion, we'll ask questions that you might have as well. So I think that's also an important and interesting video to look over. Okay? Now, once you have thoroughly reviewed the information on the website and you've watched and listened to the accompanying videos, then if you have any specific questions about that information, then please email those questions to this email address. Okay, so this email address will go to Dr. Capriati and Dr. Woodhead. They are the co-coordinators of our graduate program in clinical and counseling psychology. They will reply directly to you from this email address with answers to your questions, or they might provide you with more resources for you to use. Okay, so please just don't contact them without first reviewing the information on the website and the videos. Okay. Other resources that you can use are just the clinical faculty in general. So again, if you go to the clinical website, there will be a link to the faculty associated with that graduate program. Any of those clinical faculty could also answer questions that you might have. Okay. Also, any faculty instructors of classes that are clinically related are useful resources. So if you're taking a course in adult psychopathology, which is Psych 110, or child psychopathology, which is 142, 160 is clinical psychology, and 165 is theories and methods of counseling. If you're taking any of those clinically related classes, then your instructor should be able to also provide you with useful information and answer any questions you might have about careers in that area. Okay, so just another suggestion is, if you are considering graduate programs in clinical and counseling psychology, you want to try to take these 4 classes, because as I said, these are our clinically related courses: adult and child psychopathology, clinical psychology, and theories and methods of counseling. Those are the most relevant courses if you're thinking about a graduate program in this area. Okay, so I think many graduate programs actually require that you have courses in these areas. Okay, so again, for that kind of information, you want to check with our website, the graduate program website, and also if you already have an idea of what graduate programs you're thinking about applying to, make sure you check their websites to see if they require specific classes, okay, in order for you to attend that graduate program, because now is the time for you to get those courses completed so that you can be eligible for their graduate programs. Another resource that I point students towards is our Career Center here at San Jose State. The Career Center will help provide information to students regarding jobs and internships that are available. You can ask them if they could help you find internships or jobs specifically within clinical or counseling psychology, or in areas that are relevant for you to gain experience in this area. Okay. Now, one thing I also want to note is, if you are thinking of being a counselor in an educational setting, so more like a guidance counselor or a academic counselor, that kind of counseling is provided in the education department. Okay, so I provided you with a link to the guidance and counseling program here at San Jose State. So if that's the career path that you're interested in, you're not interested specifically in providing counseling or therapy to individuals or to families, then you should check out our guidance and counseling program in the education department, and you can learn more about that area here. Okay, so again, I hope that this has been helpful to you. At least now you have some resources for you to look at to learn more about the area of clinical and counseling psychology. So again, any specific questions should be addressed to the co-coordinators of our graduate program. If you have more general questions about graduate school in general, not necessarily in clinical or counseling psychology, then you could visit one of the psychology major advisors. So here I provided you with the names of all of the major advisors. We provide major advising during the regular academic year. So Dr. Chancellor Freeland, Dr. Hosoda, Dr. Van Selst, and myself, Dr. Asuncion. There are 3 ways to get advising in our department. So the first way is to email just any advising questions to our general advising email address. If you want to contact a specific advisor, please put their name and the topic of your email in the subject line. The second way to get advising, and I think it's the best way to get advising, is to schedule an online or an in-person appointment via Spartan Connect. Okay, so to make an appointment, you want to visit our advising page. So I've provided the link here. So go to the advising page, scroll down, and you'll see all of our names. You want to use the links by the advisor's name to make an appointment. Okay? Now, all of the links will take you to Spartan Connect. That's how appointments are made for advising. If you're not sure of how to do that, or you've never used Spartan Connect before, here's a quick tutorial that you can use as a guide. Now, one thing that we've been strongly encouraging students to do when they make an appointment is to state the reason for your appointment in the comments box. Okay, so when you're scheduling your appointment, the comments box will appear, and you can put something like, for example, I'd like to make an appointment with Dr. Asuncion because I'd like to talk about graduate school. So that's very helpful for the advisors because it can help us to know what kinds of information that we can provide to you, or what resources that we can pass along to you to help answer your questions. Okay? And then the third way to get advising is to drop in. So all of the advisors have a Zoom or in-person drop-in hours. If you're unable to make an appointment, then you could always drop in during our available drop-in hours. Okay? So I think that's it for now. Again, I hope that this presentation has been helpful to you. Please take the time to visit the Clinical and Mental Health Counseling website and watch the videos, because I think that will really help you to understand the processes that you need to go through to apply to graduate school and to pursue a career in this area. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.